Revolutionary greetings to our student populace. My name is Mzwake Stole, the Deputy Chairperson of the EFF Student Command, of which you know that the EFF Student Command has been championing your issues from the commencement of our academic year, from registrations to book allowances and the issues of sit-ins or any other issue that you have encountered as a student. And today, I appeal with your conscience that do the right thing and vote for the EFF on the 14th to the 16th of September, as we'll be having our campus SRC elections. Because as the EFF, we are advocating for a free, for a quality and a decolonized education and a wealth resource. And as we know that our free education has loopholes, and we are still continuing with the struggle that freely our education be delivered to our student populace. As the EFF, we are resolute and we are willing to represent you as students, and you have seen that. I'm not here to try to convince you. I'm here to appeal to your conscience that do the right thing, do the thing that will work for us collectively as a black child in our society and in our campus. I also urge you, and I also want you to know that when the EFF is in power, there are certain things, challenges that we are facing in student that we are willing and we are still going to champion. The issue of outstanding debts is an issue that the EFF has a close eye to it, because we understand that most of our students coming back from black families, they don't have resources to pay for those debts. So it's an issue that we want to tackle and that we are going to tackle for the student. Secondly, the issue of sit-ins. These adjustments of COVID-19, management must consider the students and the position of students on where we stand when these adjustments are made. And as we have seen in this academic year, the leaders that you put in power with your will, they've been failing you in that. And I want to guarantee you that as the EFF Student Command, we are here and we want to champion your issues. You do not have any other alternative. EFF is the alternative, and that I know it's obvious to you. So I appeal with you to do the right thing. Amandla!
A revolutionary greeting to all students. My name is Welile Mazibugo. I'm the member of SASCO in good standing. Students, I would like to make a clarion call regarding the upcoming SRC election here at rankuwa campus, which will take place from the 14th to 16th September. Student, I would like to bring to you that SASCO will always make sure that it puts you first. So we like for you students to run under the name of SASCO and make sure that you vote for the progressive structure, which is SASCO. Student, here what has happened previous, and we have identified our problems. So we are saying to you, we have seen that there is a lack of accountability from the dynamics of politics to other structures. So as SASCO, we are bringing to you to your attention what we have done previous. So through the office of ETO, whom is our SRC deployee, a SASCO member, we were able to ensure that this is our first point. We were able to ensure that all those students that were excluded from the system, they were brought back to the system. So after they've been brought back to the system, we were able to find an amicable solution why students were excluded. We were able to introduce Fundana tutorial. So students now are able to pass. Since last year, we were able to do it through online learning. There's a second point that what we have done for you, student, what SASCO can do for you. Student, then we have realized the issue of NSFAS. Students, their debts, we're talking about graduates, are not being paid. NSFAS is being centralized. So as SASCO, we want to make a clear call that we'll fight by all means to ensure that NSFAS is being decentralized. When we are talking about decentralization of NSFAS, we are saying to all the graduates that they cannot get their academic record, they cannot get their certificate, we'll be able to get inquiries here in the institution. They will be able to do all the inquiries here in the institution. When we are talking about the NSFAS being decentralized, we are saying to you, student. NSFAS, meaning that all those inquiries you want to make in terms of that does not benefit the black child, you will be able to do them here at campus. We are talking about that it's academic exclusion. You have been excluded from NSFAS, getting NSFAS. You have been excluded from getting your qualification. You have been excluded from based on N+2 rule. So student, those are the issues we want to advocate for you as SARS. Here it's another our governance points that will make sure that it brings back to your attention. Student, we like the institution to strap out the issue of an academic record and include the academic transcript. When we are talking about the issue of academic record, we are saying that the academic record, it always disadvantage our student when they want to go to the working environment. It always show pass, fail, pass, fail, pass, fail, re-exam. So when we're introducing an academic transcript, it will only reflect all the module that we have passed without showing the module that we have failed. So we are saying to institution must introduce all those issues. And we have seen that there is a lack of consultation between the management and the leadership. As SARSCO, we are always put you first. What we can do, we want to fight for you to ensure that we introduce, if it's 100% online learning, there is no changes. Because we have seen the management, there's a pulling on the student. So we want to make sure that students, they get what they deserve. We want to serve the interest of the student. SARSCO will make sure that it always at the forefront for fighting the issues of student. Student, we would like to make it clear and clear that victory is certain. Aluta continue. No student will be left behind. Amanda.
Revolutionary greetings. As a proudly PASMA member, I'm here to represent the structure, the student number one vanguard, the structure that accommodates every student issue and leave no issue unattended. The structure that has been there, structure that has been raised by a student, the student with vision to make sure that a student interest has been considered. The structure that was there and the structure that is here to make change for students. The first structure in the history of rankuwa campus to deploy a youngest president. The structure that doesn't discriminate age or gender. I'm talking of the structure that is even promising to deploy a youngest president, a woman president, which will be the first in the history of TUT rankuwa. The structure that is there to make sure that the gender equality is being taken care of. The structure that is there to encourage both gender to show them that they are capable, they are capable to lead. The structure that is there to develop, to even groom individually. I'm also here from the same structure, the moving green train of our time, the structure that we have believed in, the structure that many students have believed in, the structure that is even promising to make further change, the structure that was there during thick and thin time, even though we have challenge with COVID, the structure that was still there to serve and suffer for the students. I'm not just talking of any structure. I'm talking of a PASMA, the green moving train that is being there in our campus to make sure that if each and every individual student is being respected, is being well represented. The structure that is here to make further change. The structure that encourage women to be in power. The structure that make each and everyone feel like a leader. I'm here, I'm not a chairperson, I'm a normal member, but I can lead. I feel like I'm capable because of the structure that groom individually to show that each and everyone is capable. The structure that we believe in all. We believe that together we can make change because we are having the same goal. Not just talking of the structure that is there to fight and close gates. I'm talking of the structure that is there to make sure that a student's aim of academics is being there to take well care of. The structure that is make sure that students are getting a free education. The students make sure that they are learning and they are achieving towards their goal. The structure that is not there to sell students, but the structure that is there to fight for students. The structure that deploy SRC, of which they are leaders in a way that even when the management suspended those SRCs will come back and fight for the structure. Students, if you are a normal person, imagine how come everyone join a PASMA in the campus. Ask yourself how come. Because people believe in PASMA. People have a high hope in PASMA. People believe that PASMA can live. Now it's time, comrades, to make change. Now it's time, comrades, to make your voice heard, comrades. Because of with your vote, the structure will always lead, the structure will always fight for students. Of which isn't what students want. I'm talking of the structure that puts student interest first. The structure that's saying there's nothing without students. The structure that when it sits with the management, they don't talk anything without students. They always put students first. Remember, I'm not just talking of any structure. I'm talking of PASMA. Izweli to Mazania. Izweli to.
Hello, Dumelang, Absheni, TUT, Garangwa campus and TUT as a whole. This is Comrade Brighton Maziboko from the Student Christian Organization, Garangwa campus. I am the chairman of the organization. Now, on the 14th to the 16th of September, TUT is having their online elections and would like to invite the student populace of Garangwa campus to go vote for the Student Christian Organization. Now, I may not stand here and promise you heaven on the things that the student organization is not going to deliver, but however, you may have seen that for the past years that the Student Christian Organization has been in power, we have made a very tremendous change in the Garangwa campus as a whole. For example, we have the issues of a student. A lot of students are faced with the exclusions of NSFAS on the bursaries of NSFAS. Now, we are going to promise you that no student is going to be excluded in the year 2021 and 2022 while you vote for the Student Christian Organization. We are going to make sure that the students' need when it comes to NSFAS issues are meant for and attended to. Please put us in power so that we may put you in power as well. When it comes to transport issues, our campus as a whole is faced with a very big challenge of transport. Now, TUT Garangwa campus SCO is going to make sure that we attend to your needs in a very short space of time. When you give us power, we are going to give you power. Let us move with that motto. When you look at this, all of these issues that are facing our students in Garangwa campus as a whole has been one of the most campuses that has been looked down upon by other campuses. Now, TUT SO Garangwa campus is going to make sure that Garangwa campus as a whole is uplifted and people respect our campus as a whole. When we look at other issues that our students are facing with, when we come to residence issues, our students do not have accommodations that can fit and accommodate the rules and regulations of the COVID-19 pandemic that our county is facing with. We are going to make sure as the SCO that we are going to fix those needs of students. We have residences that are not yet up to standards when it comes to regulations of coronavirus. What is the SCO saying about that? The SCO is going to make sure that before the end of this year, all these issues are meant for and are fixed, and our students live in a very conducive environment that seeks to advance and protect their health. We may not send here as an SCO give any manifesto that is not going to advance the issues of students. We are going to make sure that if you vote for the most Christian organization, we are going to make sure that we advance your issues at large. Thank you.
TUT rankuwa campus student. My name is Shaga Zulu, the chairperson of SADESMO, a South African Democratic Student Movement. I am here to ask for a vote for the upcoming SRC elections, which will be held from the 14th until the 16th September 2021. SADESMO is for the change. It's a new and developing structure in the institution and in the campus. The aims and objectives of the campus are the interest of the student. We are striving for better opportunities for the student. We are promoting a better accommodation and conducive environment for students to study. And we are promoting a brotherhood amongst students, gender, race, and religions. So, in our aims and objectives, we are promised to represent the interests of the student. We are putting the student first before our own interest. The student will make their own demands, and those demands will be met. Yeah, Pindlof, yeah, Pambi.
Revolutionary greetings, comrade student. This is Nhlanhla Sagwadebalo, the ANC Youth League chairperson. I'd like to urge all of you, comrade students, to vote for the ANC Youth League. All our discouraged voters, all our students who have been left alone, who are here as the ANC Youth League to be the voice of the rejected masses of our people. We've been there for our students. We are not new to our students. We've been there for them. We've been their voice to them. We are there to assist them. We were there for you, comrade student, to assist you with unblocking. We are there to fix the issues of communications and all the missing marks that our students encountered. Therefore, now I also want to encourage the discouraged student, the following discouraged students who are having outstanding fees, who are having unsettled NSFAS debts, to vote for the ANC Youth League to be their voice, to at least cut this problem, because of it has been happening and happening. We've been there, we've heard you, our students, particularly those of you who have graduated long time ago, but you can't access your qualification and academic record. We are all well for you. Those graduates who are registered now doing their advanced diploma, who can't access their academic record due to NSFAS not settling your debts. We are here as the ANC Youth League to assist you. We are all for our students. Amandla.